There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading Forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits, or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this monthly insight call for Raidar. Today is the 3rd of June 2024. Summer has finally started here in Estonia. As you can see, my nose is a little bit burnt. I'm actually enjoying this because in Estonia the summers are very short, usually 2 weeks to a month, and then we already get fall. Luckily it's not that bad. Usually summers are short, but we do have some sunny days. If you are ever in the area of Baltic states, it is best to come here either during deep winter where there's a lot of snow, or during summer when everything is green and it's warm, birds are singing and everything. If you are a nature buff, you will definitely enjoy it here. And of course, if you are a food lover, a foodie as they call it, you will enjoy Estonia very, very much. Anyway, let's get into it. Before we start, during this webinar you can ask questions. Of course, watch this webinar all the way to the end, because otherwise you might miss out on some important stuff. Subscribe and like this video, subscribe to the channel, both Auvoria Prime, and of course also go and subscribe to my own personal channel called Golden Jaak Official, where I am talking everything trading, mindset, setup of tools, what to do when you're in drawdown, how to train your investor hat to a high level so you can actually be successful, because tools are very important foundation in this, but you will also have to be on top of your game. Otherwise your mind will start playing tricks on you, because we are very emotional creatures and money is a very emotional item in our heads. So all the investors who have ever been successful, they have been able to detach their emotions from money to large enough a degree that they can make rational decisions at any time, and they can stay focused, they can stay disciplined. So let's get into it. What is Raidar? Raidar is a software developed based on John Wick Signals. John Wick Signals is a signals provider. If you have ever used Signals, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it's like when you go to take a test in school and somebody is whispering into your ear the correct answers. Basically, this is what Signals are. At least when it comes to Auvoria Prime, there's many thousands of Signals providers out there. But I can tell you that most of them are scam. Probably 99% of them don't actually work. I have been in different Facebook groups where they offer Signals, and I always ask for track record. I always ask for a MyFX book link to see how they are performing, how are they doing, what's going on. And so far, nobody, I tell again, nobody has given me not even a partial address of a MyFX book to check out. This is just the proof is in the pudding. There is no proof, so there is no actual results. They're just scamming you. When it comes to John Wick signals, it has been performing for over 2 years now, and we will get more into details of the results, the recent results, also just shortly. So yeah, coming back to what Raidar is. So Raidar takes all the signals from John Wick and enters them into your trading account automatically. So it is a time-saving tool basically, because when somebody is using signals, they will have to be able to look at their screens constantly. When the signal comes in, you have to be able to execute it right away, otherwise it might become invalid and it might turn against you if you wait too much time. So Raidar just takes the signal very fast right after the signal has been entered. Now, in addition to that, Raidar also manages the signals that it has entered. There's a bunch of parameters, a bunch of settings that somebody can adjust to their liking. There are also default settings. We will get into those also very, very soon. Results, we will be talking about results. We will be talking about updates and settings. Also, we will be discussing a little bit the macro situation, and also very important thing, information channels. If you need more information about any of the tools that AP has on offer, any results, whatever you need regarding AP, where to find the information. Support, where to find support, and some closing words in the end. So Raidar, as I said, is a signal execution software. It is built for MetaTrader 5. MetaTrader 5 is a freeware software that anybody can use. It links to a broker account using a specific protocol that MetaQuotes has developed. And it is, together with MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, they are the most popular and widely used trading softwares out there. You can use it on your phone, you can use it on your PC, you can use it on your tablet. You can even link MetaTrader supported broker accounts to TradingView, for example. And why is MetaTrader so popular is because it has a lot of tools built into it. It also has a programming tool built into it, which Raidar has been also built with. And it can also be done to automate, like fully automate the trading process, looking at the charts, making calculations, taking decisions, entering trades, managing, closing out. Everything can be done in MetaTrader by anybody who has the capabilities. The good thing about it is that MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 link to your personal broker account. This means that you have your own personal account. Not me, not Auvoria Prime, not anybody in Auvoria Prime will ever take your funds to be traded under their custody. So all your money will remain in your custody at all times. MetaTrader will just be executing trades on your account. It can't withdraw money, it can't deposit money, it can just influence the balance by taking trades, either positive or negative. So nobody can make a rug pull, of course. Disclaimer, there are scam brokers out there, so beware to use only legit brokers that have been around for a long time and which don't manipulate price movements and stuff like that. Let's continue. It is independent and customizable trade management. It was launched this year in February, so it is the newest tool in the toolbox for AP users. And as with every kind of new thing, there will always be snags, there will always be things that you couldn't account for in the beginning. We will be talking about those shortly. Results, test accounts. I can say that all the test accounts that I have been running are currently in minus. I'm gonna show 2 of them so I can compare with John Wick signals. So this is one of the accounts. So this is set to close trades out when they hit TP2. I think that's 50 pips in profit, and you can see it's been running from April and it has lost a little less than 10%. It is lot size is 0.01 per 1,000, which is actually quite decent. And the second one is TP3. So when the trade hits, I think it was 90 or was it 100 pips of profit, this also changes depending on the trade. It will be closing out in profit. This account is running also from 9th of April and has made about 12.6% minus so far. Now you might be wondering, why is he showing me these things? This is minus, but if I'm supposed to buy this product, then why is he showing me these things? Well, I'm showing you these things because we at AP needs to be transparent. And this is what you will always be getting from me, transparency. There's two messages in these minus accounts. One is that months are not brothers. Days are not brothers, and sometimes not even years are brothers. So things are constantly changing in the Forex market. And if the strategies are not adjusted accordingly, there will be periods of drawdown, there will be periods of losses, and some systems will never recover. The second point I want to make is, I'm going to show you now. So this is the John Wick signals data, the results data. Let's look at monthly pips. Look at May. It's not very good. 540 pips made in May. And when you look at TP2, TP3, it actually didn't make any pips. It was taking losses. I should also add a TP1 account to it to really understand what's going on, where are these differences coming from. So May was 540. Last year May was over 2,000. January was over 3,000. February was pretty good. March was not that good, but still up over 1,000. April was 2,400, but on this account April made a minus on these two accounts. So something seems to be off, either with the settings I'm running or with the data here. Anyway, we can see that something has changed, and I can say that based on the John Wick data, the results are not as they have usually been. If I remember correctly, January and February, no, actually December and January, when Raidar was still being tested, the months were really, really good. So everybody was really pleased, really happy that this stuff is working now. We can launch it. And it seems like the time where we launched it, the time where AP launched it, something changed with the signals. So the setups we had in the beginning, so always saying we, so the setups AP had in the beginning don't work anymore. So at this point, I will say that Raidar is a tool for the professional. It's not like Kratos, it's not like Flash, it's not like Gearbox, that it's completely hands off, that you just let it run and do its thing. So it is a tool for the professional trader or somebody who's aspiring to be a professional trader but doesn't have the time or doesn't want to be monitoring all the time to enter the signals. So Raidar can help with entering the signals, and then manual management is needed for it to be profitable sustainably. At this point, at least. It might change in the future when we get more signals providers, but at this point, seems like the settings we are using with Raidar are not working out with John Wick signals. So the verdict is still out there, but we are still working on Raidar. So at this point, Raidar, if you are a professional trader, it is a really good tool for you because it enters the trade. It enters the trades for you automatically, and you can set up your management settings. But it can't be expected to give results of work as the fully automated tools that AP has are working. Live accounts, yeah, I have one little live account that I have been running very aggressively. Just a second, this will take a little bit of time for me to show it to you. If you have any questions, type it in the chat. All these MyFX book ads all the time. So don't be scared. This is a very small account, a test account. I wanted to see if it's gonna blow up or what's gonna happen to it. I can see that it has lost about 46% of the money I put in. So the starting balance was, yeah, let's say about $270 when it started taking trades, and we can see it's been going downhill. I'm always trying to be positive, so I can say that after running such high risk settings, which is crazy, it is running very high risk settings, 0.01 per 250, this means 0.04 per 1,000 of capital on your account, which is 4 times higher risk than a good manual trader would have. The account is still there, it is in minus, but the account is still there. So who knows? Maybe it will turn around at some point and make that money back. If not, that's the way it is. It's just a test account. So you wouldn't have to test it for yourself. You can see what's going on here. Let's continue. Updates and settings. What settings to use? Settings are at this point up to everybody themselves, what settings they prefer to use. So it does have a bunch of goodies in here that can customize: stop loss control, lot sizing, partial close, recursive partial close, trailing stop losses, and of course slippage allowance. And you can also filter out pairs that you don't want to trade, you don't want to take positions for. If you are a professional trader, you could use this. Otherwise, if you are just a user who wants to make money in the Forex market, I would go with Kratos, Flash, or Gearbox, or Kratos X. Kratos and Kratos X will also be getting a huge update very soon. And of course, let's not forget about Fingo Pro 5, which is running on Kratos, and it has been killing the market for actually a long time now. For over 1 year it has been running. Lot sizing and effect of compounding. As you saw, that little test account has lost 50% of its equity, meaning that it needs to make back 100%. This is something that you have to keep in mind. Compounding works both ways. Lot sizing, as I mentioned, that little account was running very high risk. I wouldn't do it. If I was you, I would run bigger accounts and lower risk. And this applies to not only Raidar, this applies to trading in general. 0.01 per 1,000 or maximum 0.01 per 500 on the account if you have very tight stop losses and you are able to keep your head in the game, not get carried away. The macro situation. As I said, John Wick Signals has not been performing as it used to, meaning that there has been some changes in the markets, how the markets are behaving, and John Wick Signals is now adjusting to it. Now we will have to wait and see when this happens. US interest rate situation. As some people are hoping that the interest rates will be lowered, I don't think it's going to happen personally. I have studied economics and I've been doing quite a bit of reading about what's going on in the States now. I don't think they will lower interest rates this year. This also probably means that gold is not coming down anytime soon. And the markets are quite, how to say, stable in a waiting position, and in a waiting position also because of the geopolitical situation. And next thing, tariff war between China and US EU. If you don't know yet, there are, I don't know how many, but many EVs sitting in the parking lots of European and US ports, because US has increased their tariffs by a lot, and EU is considering on doing it. As you know, inflation is one of the main factors that causes changes in the interest rates, and if inflation goes up, then interest rates usually also go up to curtail the inflation. And the tariff war between China and EU, probably that directly will not have a big impact, but China might start doing tit for tat. They might start putting tariffs on other things that we need, other things that we also export. And this might start also influencing the inflation, getting it higher. Next thing, geopolitical situation. As I mentioned, we have the US presidential election still going on. I think the election is happening in November. And so far it has been a real show, let's put it that way. Trump has been convicted of some stuff now. Let's see how this will go. Of course, there's the situation with Iran and Israel, and also with Ukraine. Ukraine has gotten some relief in the from weapons and from support from US and EU. Let's see how this will turn out. And Forex markets have been less volatile in general, especially in May. April was pretty good, but in May there were some movements, but I wouldn't say they were very sustainable. Some news happened and some trades happened, and the EAs made profit, but it could have been better. For example, my creators account made about 2 times less than the last month. This is just the way it is. This is how the markets are. We take whatever the markets can give us, and we don't increase the risks. We don't make stupid decisions. We don't go crazy with our settings. If the market is sluggish, we are not gonna change the settings so it will take a lot more trades or bigger lot sizes. So when there's a win, it will be compensating, because you never know when the market is going to change. And if you are doing stuff like this, increasing risk by a lot, you might get caught with your pants down. Usually this happens sooner or later if you are playing around too much. Information channels. So we have monthly calls. Where do you find information about monthly calls? You go to auvoriaprime.com. Open resources, open events, and here you can see all the events when they are taking place. Of course, the best way to do it is to actually go and put your email into the Zoom invite link, so you will get reminders about it. Then we have help desk. If you are a user, go to support, and here you can find whatever you need to find. And if you can't find anything, you can either open the help here, or the faster way is just submit a ticket. Then we have Telegram and Discord, how to find what Telegram channels and how to join them. Of course, use the knowledge base. So you type in here Telegram, how to create an account and join groups. It even has photos, step-by-step guide on how to do it. Yeah, Stefan the handsome guy is there. By the way, I met Stefan for real, in real life, in flesh and blood, for the first time actually just recently when we had our event in Zagreb, Croatia. This is another thing that AP has for you in stock. We have events and the people there are just amazing. So anyway, Telegram channels are here on the bottom of the page. Next, YouTube channels. You go to YouTube, search for Auvoria Prime. I'm just gonna do it now for you. I'm gonna open a new private. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to YouTube. Oh, it's going with Tor. Okay, this is interesting. Nah, I'm not gonna use that. New private window. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Search for Auvoria Prime. Of course, make sure you subscribe to this channel and my own personal channel. Search for Golden Jaak and make sure to go subscribe to this channel also. Results document. This is very, very important. There are many different offers out there when it comes to investments, Forex, crypto, you name it, all kinds of stuff. Guaranteeing you results 100% a month, 200%. It's just, you can go crazy. But make sure to, before you join anything, make sure that you go and find actual results. Independent, verified results for whatever the offer is that you have been presented. For Auvoria Prime, you can go to auvoriaprime.me, not com, .me/myfixbooks. It opens a document for you, and here you can find myfixbooks results with live accounts for every tool that Auvoria Prime has on its roster. This is a very important thing, as I said. Transparency. Transparency is key. Transparency is the currency in this world when it comes to Forex, because there are just so many different things out there. And if you want something that actually works and is sustainable and is not a scam, you should definitely join Auvoria Prime. This is it from me. Thank you for joining this call. And some closing words. If you are a user of Auvoria Prime products, make sure to also invest in yourself. Not just use the tools, but invest in yourself. What I mean by that is read some books about money psychology, about trading, about investments, about how to manage your personal finances, how to even change habits. All these things are relevant and essential if you want to increase your rate of success in whatever you do, not just investments, but in investments you need to have the right mindset. Otherwise, even if the tools work, if you don't work, then you will fail sooner or later. So thank you. Next time we will be having this wonderful call on the 1st of July. If you have any questions, if you are a user of any of the Auvoria Prime products, leave it in the comments if you're watching this as a recording. Thank you for your time, and always make sure to watch these calls.